A world-famous summer colony located south of Cape Cod off the Atlantic seacoast, Martha's Vineyard is the perfect choice for our 19th HGTV Dream Home. Just a mile from the sand, this airy 3,200 square foot Cape-style home sleeps 6 comfortably and features 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, an incredible double-height great room, huge gourmet kitchen, stunning outdoor terrace, and tons of massive windows for sweeping views. Because this house is located in an area with such historical architecture, it took a special team to ensure that the entire project would come together seamlessly and on schedule. From finding the right location, to building from the ground up in less than 6 months' time during sometimes challenging weather conditions, creating landscaping to complement the house and its surroundings, and designing the entire interior to fit the Martha's Vineyard lifestyle.
It all started in this guy's office.
Nice to see you.
Mr. Nice to meet you.
Architect Patrick Ahern has built over 100 houses on Martha's Vineyard, and he's the man with the plan for the HGTV Dream Home 2015.
It's timeless in its appeal. It's cozy, it's intimate in scale, but yet lives the way people want to live today.
He didn't just design a home, he's writing a story. He's really building a new home that tells a similar story to the houses that have been here around since the 1800s.
And I was on site to see his story come to life. So this is the site of HGTV Dream Home 2015. So right now, the piles of dirt tell you we're breaking ground. Excavators are digging down 4 feet for the foundation. This is standard practice on the island to make sure the winter frost won't lift the foundations. This year's winter was especially brutal, and like a typical HGTV Dream Home build schedule, it's a tight deadline.
This schedule is so accelerated. A house like this in this community on Martha's Vineyard would typically take over a year to build, and we're going to build this in 5 months.
Right now we're only setting for footings. They drive a rebar right down over the snail and measure off for their footings.
There it is.
The footers are all set and the foundation frames are set. But before they get their first shot of concrete, the frame molds get a quick coat of oil.
Got one guy now oiling, that's a release agent, so the forms come off a lot easier.
We are going to need 9 truckloads to get this job done, the equivalent of filling 2 entire swimming pools.
This is the most important part because this is where the house is actually being built from. We want to make sure everything's level.
When the foundation is set, the framing hits warp speed.
Try to do as much as you can on the ground because to set up ladders and to do all this in the air is just time consuming.
To get ready for siding, the house is wrapped like a giant present in a protective barrier.
You can see it's actually got fiber in it, almost like a fiberglass.
Using a fiber product keeps moisture away from the wood, protecting the home from harsh island elements.
There's so much salt air. You have the salt water in the air. You know, it's crazy, you know.
With just a few weeks left to meet the exterior deadline, we have 48 windows and 8 French doors to install.
Let's get this party started.
Just before installation, Tim runs silicone caulk on the sides and top of the window frame, but not the bottom.
I left the bottom on silicone. Reason being, if water gets in there, it needs to come out. If you silicone the bottom, it creates a dam on the inside, which will push it back into the house.
And finally, I got to help cover the exterior with a traditional cedar siding.
Are you buttoning these in almost as tight as you can get them?
You can get tight as you can get.
All right. So you're on your mark?
I'm on my mark. You just
Right above it.
Since this is a traditional shaker house, cedar is everywhere. It's not just the siding, it's also on the roof. And that bright red color will fade over time. While exterior work keeps moving full steam ahead, subcontractors are on the move inside the house. HVAC, electrical, and top-of-the-line plumbing is being roughed in. And then it's all covered up with an energy-efficient spray foam insulation. There's still a lot of ground to cover before the HGTV Dream Home 2015 is ready for its debut.